The Warriors begin the game with the basketball. Durant to Cousins. And throws it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Durant buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
George against KD. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. Add 2 points to the board. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. George. Grant with the shot. That won't fall. To Curry. Working hard on the glass. To Adams. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively, and that drives him to be the best. Paul George there is.
Thompson. Man, that was a tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Westbrook with the basketball. Down 4. Steven Adams with the slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Steph Curry missed his first. That one goes. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dell Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Oklahoma City's got it. Paul George to Adams. Westbrook to Adams. Play knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Westbrook fires the three, and the rebound taken down by Green. Durant with the basketball up top. 12-6 our score. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. And Cousins throwing it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Oklahoma City ball. Russell Westbrook in a matchup with Boogie. And Green able to pull down the rebound. Cousins to Thompson. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Ferguson slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jeremy Grant rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Ferguson. Draymond. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Shot won't go. To Westbrook. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Curry. Well defended. Strong finish for Paul George.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Steph lets loose. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
George, tough matchup against Durant. Slams it home on the putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
In the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Curry. And the rebound pulled in by Grant. Great feed. Klay Thompson.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. To Curry. Terrence Ferguson sends it away. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Two for two on that trip. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Warriors with the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Russell Westbrook, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Curry is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Durant to Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Westbrook. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Steph Curry against the former MVP. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Steph Curry picked up by Adams. And count the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
The Thunder have the possession. Russell Westbrook. Green always looking for the steal. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Klay Thompson here against Ferguson. Durant. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Durant. Trying to cash in. Kevin Durant. 3 for 6 now. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Off the assist.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To Cousins. Big finish at the rim.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Spins and scores.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Ferguson. Bad pass there. Warriors have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Their drive by Westbrook, but a shot stays out. To Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Cousins. Terrence Ferguson with the block. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Durant. Steph Curry, not looking pretty. 3 for 10. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. In just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Curry still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Durant. Message received. Well defended. 4-3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, if I had that kind of vertical, I'd be throwing it off the glass and showing out. But the coaching staff is probably okay with an easy lay right there.
DeMarcus Cousins pins it. And this will get out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Thunder with the basketball. Klay Thompson swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Durant matched up with Ferguson. Goes to the left side. Thompson. Count the triple.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Durant across the timeline. Under a minute to go before halftime. Flushes it home.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To the outside, to Westbrook. Steph Curry, huge block. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Add 2 points to the board. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Ferguson. Nice pass to set things up. No good and no foul. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys should be able to get the final shot. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Curry, it's no good. Shots not going down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. That's it for the first half. The Warriors with a commanding lead. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Westbrook into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Couple of cracks at the line now.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's Steph at the controls to Thompson. Terrence Ferguson snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Curry. And George able to gobble up the rebound. Can't miss those. To Thompson. Green. Jeremy Grant. Tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Westbrook across the timeline. Trailing by 14. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Draymond Green against Paul George. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Draymond Green. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. Nope. First one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. George, defended by Cousins. No, I missed a short one there. To Durant. And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play, and the lead back down to 12. Thompson to Cousins. Durant. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Russell Westbrook, defended by Kevin Durant. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Russell Westbrook able to recover with the block. Thompson. Nice pass to get things going. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Cousins sizing up Jeremy Grant. Ferguson to Adams. Fires the 3. Not that time. He misses. Durant across the timeline. They lead it by 14. For 3, and the rebound comes to OKC. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
OKC ball. Westbrook to Paul George. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Westbrook to George. Gets it at the top of the key. Westbrook off the mark. Cousins there for the rebound. To Thompson. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Cousins, defended by Jeremy Grant. Russell Westbrook with a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Paul George fires. Rebound Cousins. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Steven Adams with the slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Draymond Green sends it away. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Up 5 seconds. Ferguson. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Durant. Draymond Green guarded by Terrence Ferguson. Kevin Durant sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Durant looking for his man. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Ferguson to Westbrook. Has a look. Shot by Westbrook off the mark. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Draymond Green with the block. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. 3 quarters complete. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the 4th quarter. And, Jay, no surprise, the defending champs in complete control.
Ed, we call that first-class problems. Just too many weapons, and the rich keep getting richer. When you have 5 All-Stars on one team and then an NBA Finals MVP as well, that's a good problem, man.
All lined up and ready for the jump. DeMarcus Cousins pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Westbrook and knocks it down.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Durant matched up with Ferguson. Knocked loose. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Count the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Steph Curry, defended by Jeremy Grant. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys down big. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Almost unlucky bounce. Cousins lobs it up. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Stephen Curry trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Free throw's good for Curry, and the Warriors extend their lead. Ferguson to Paul George. Beyond the arc for three. That no good off the mark. The pass taken away. Westbrook. Draymond Green swats it. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Westbrook. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Steph Curry against Paul George. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. And finishes strong.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Draymond Green. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Durant. Count it. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
Giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
To George. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Durant, tough matchup against George. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And the basket good at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
It's Curry controlling the offense. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Curry. To Adams. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. No good. To Green. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Green to Thompson. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Westbrook with it. Down a bundle. George won't go down to Adams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Ferguson. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. And a throwdown.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Steven Adams snatching it out of the air. 4-3. That misses with 3 seconds left. Long key from three-quarters court. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
With the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors put together a nice win here today. These guys did so much running and scoring in transition, I got tired just watching them. They ran the break with perfection and used it not only to score, but to tire out the defense. The Warriors got their point scoring from these guys on screen. The Thunder just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Fast break points. Player of the game.
Kevin Durant played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Cold.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.